up, brothers and sisters, and welcome to MTG Malone with me, MtgA Malone. Yes, it's me, back again with a talk video. It was physically impossible to get a gameplay video in yesterday, so I still want to keep on posting a video every single day. And I thought, why not talk a little bit about the reactions to bannings, a little bit about the future of the channel, stuff like that, like the future of me, maybe, just giving you a little update here on the situation, and then we won't be doing one of these for the next 2 weeks, I hope. So yeah, the bannings are in. We had 2 unbannings in Commander. The Luthri got unbanned as playable, but not as a companion. So Luthri is still there, but only as a card, banned as a companion still, because every single deck could just play it that plays red and blue, and they deem that unfair, which I totally get. It's the reason why it got banned before even being printed anyways. And then we had also this card, 8 mana, I think it was, green. Everybody's life total becomes the number of creatures they control. So also got unbanned. I don't know why it ever got banned. Maybe because of the magical Christmas land that somebody wins on turn 1, which is possible if you have exactly the 6 cards out of 100 that you need to have. That happens. Some people, I guess, opened up their Yu-Gi-Oh hand with freaking Exodia in hand. It does happen, that's just how the world works. The possibilities are endless. The more you know. And I think that's fine. Somebody said in the comments, I hope to hear about Commander bannings. So, I totally forgot that. I should have talked about it. So to that person, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hope that this will make up for it. Here. Yes, Ragnaroth. I'm calling you out. Sorry. I'm sorry. Especially to you. You're always here. Especially to you. And to everybody else I was hoping to hear about Commander banning. So I'm sorry about that one. It won't happen again. I got a little bit too excited about the Badger Mole, and then I was like, okay, I need to finish this video also. And that is what I did. So yeah. Streams for the next month. There will be a Tuesday stream, just like there was today when you see this, on the Ultimate Guard channel. So, 100% will be streaming there. And I will be streaming as much as I can. I want to be getting into streaming so much that people get bored of seeing my face. Streams are going very, very well on the other end of the internet, not here. We're not streaming here for the moment. We will not do that for the rest of the year, and then we will see how it works out. So if you want to see how the videos get made, live, you can come over to the streams. I would appreciate it very, very much. You will see how I build the decks. You will get a little insight. We're having fun outside of the games. I would say that most of the funny situations happen outside of the game. So be part of that, Come on over to the old MtgA Malone booth. Also talking about MtgA Malone booth. Not only will there be a change to streams, way more streams, but there will also be changes to my appearances on events. I will be on way more events around the world, which is amazing. Because something that I did last year was go to a lot of events, because that was something where I got invited to, where I just wanted to be, stuff like that. I will still be doing that, but way more all around the freaking world. So if you want to see me, check it out. Come on over. I will be in Vegas. I will be in Amsterdam. I will be absolutely also in Stuttgart end of the year. There's also other events. Like, if it's big, I will most likely be there if Ultimate Guard is there as well. Or somebody representing me. Like, mix and matches Malone. It's a big thing now, where it's an idea that I came up for Command Fest last year. It's a pretty cool game, where I present you 15 squareos, where the heads and the bodies got mixed. So, yeah, imagine this beautiful Aquaman right here, which is the best square of them all, but has the body of this almost as cool Green Lantern. Green Lantern's the best, by the way. Switch out the body and the head. Do this for 15 different characters. You need to find the right combination. And then you win a prize. Most likely this Aquaman Squirrel. No joke, I gave out like 200 of those at the Spielemesse. That was crazy. Crazy, I'm telling you. So yeah, that is something that Ultimate Guard liked me doing. So I will be doing that for Ultimate Guard still more in the future. I hope that, my work with Ultimate Guard will in general just be like amazing and there will be no problems. So everything will be fine. And yeah, that is all I have to say about that front. So expect me to be there. But I will be working harder this year. I know, and that is like a super good segue to the next point. I know that last year I took every excuse possible not to work because I dwelled in my misery. That is just like, that was what I did. It's just straight up. I just dwelled in my misery. I liked being, not able to do stuff and just lay in my bed and be cranky about the world. Saying I liked it maybe isn't over, it's just hyperbole speaking, but it is kind of that, I kind of just was like, this is fine. It's finer than just push me to do something that I actually love freaking doing. And here's a problem. We're talking people psychology now. Look how deep we're going today in this video. Also, I need to stop doing this. Why am I doing this? The moment that you find excuses for not doing something is also the moment that you villainize that thing. So if you say, I'd rather be sick and lie in my bed and be sick, than to push myself and just sit here for at least like 2 hours to play the game with people. If I look sickly while doing it, so what? People will appreciate me more being there than not being there. So I should think it like that. But here's the thing. You start to say like, oh, do I really like doing that? Do I really enjoy doing it? Is it really my thing? That is something that people do. They demonize or they villainize or they like put a negative aspect onto things they actually like doing. Stop that, okay? It's like if you start like saying, oh, I hate Magic because they don't ban the cards I don't like, or I hate Magic because like I never draw the lands when I need it, then just stop, Just stop doing it. That is completely not what I want to say. What I want to say was about the bannings. Like if you go like, oh yeah, they don't ban the cards, and like, go to another format. Don't start hating Magic because you hate that they don't ban a card in one format. Oh yeah, I want to play Stat. It doesn't matter. If you have a format that you enjoy, you will always like be enjoying Magic. But if you find excuses for hating Magic, you will for real start hating Magic, even though you like it. It's like, for example, you like a sport. You're a darts player. But instead of playing darts, you start to meet with people to play Pokemon Go. And actually you're like, oh, every time I go playing darts, I actually really enjoy it. But you're finding excuses for not doing it. And then you start to think that you maybe don't like it. I didn't even like it that much. And that is what it was a little bit for me with content in the last year. And I feel like every time then when I did do the content, it felt exactly like that. Like, oh, I watched my videos and I was like, who is this grumpy SOB, man? Who is that grumpy dude? Like, I'm getting grumpy because of this one lock that I have here. So I will just put it over here. It's gone now. It can no longer hunt me in my dreams. Who is this grumpy dude? Like, who would watch that? That's just stupid. Complaining about it's this stupid thing. Just because I was like mad that I had to work instead I have to like live in my bed for the next year, But bro, it's not work. I love doing this. And I just like this year said, dude, why are you doing this to myself? I actually spoke to myself, looked to myself in the mirror. Like we were not moving the same, one was moving and then the other one was moving. It was crazy. So yeah, I was talking to myself and I was realizing this. You are villainizing what you love. You would have never started this and put so much work into it if you didn't like it. Like, what is wrong with you acting like all of a sudden you don't like it anymore? That's just stupid, wrong, and not what this is, you know, for me ever has been, you know? This was about me doing what I love, and here I am doing what I love. And I love Magic. And I feel like the last videos had so much more fun playing Magic because I just stopped to see it as like, oh, I need to finish a video, you know? Of course, I still, like, feel the pressure somewhere, but it should not be about that. Just finish a video, you know? Just show what you like. Just have fun doing it. Show the cool matches, you know? Have fun with the deck. Like, the last few decks have been decks that I really, really enjoyed. And that is where we all need to be mentally in our life. Like, finding excuses is easy. Fighting excuses is hard. Finding excuses for not doing stuff is super, super easy. And in most cases, like, you will find a way to present it to yourself to be something, you know, agreeable. Like, of course, if I find an excuse for myself, it will sound good to others as well. Like, you know, like, oh, mom, I can't go to school because I'm pooping my pants all day uncontrollably. My bowel movement is not the best right now. Why should your mom say, no, here is a diaper, you go to school now, young man? She would say, of course, yeah, your excuse is valid. Why shouldn't it be? And for yourself, excuses will always sound valid because you're making them to yourself. So fighting excuses is what this year is all about. Getting better. I want to make more short-term content as well. I want to make more content that just sticks around because it's natural. Like, the deck that I built today is not interesting again in like a month when we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Why should anybody now, like, realistically go search for exactly that video from 2 years ago where I built the Rod Priest deck that won on turn 3 easily, and people were amazed about it. It was my best performing video, but it doesn't mean that still people will be like searching for it. Oh, toxic in standard, you know, it's just not happening. But if you do something like the video I did about 5 things I wish I would have known when I started playing, that video still gets views the whole time. In like a year, it will be my most viewed video. And that is like something that I want to achieve, is where I get into videos that people will be watching in half a year and they will still be relevant. How to like build up your collection in Magic the Gathering Arena, you know, stuff like that. How to build a deck, stuff like that, you know, just all-timers. You know, just stuff that will stick around. That is what I want to do. Evergreen content, that's what I like to call it. That is what I would like to do more, and I will be doing it more. I want to get into, like, short content. Like, I really, really enjoy doing the skit, you know? For example, like, if you see me live, you see that I always, like, play my own commercials and stuff like that, because they're cool, and I made them. But I really enjoy doing that kind of stuff, so I want to get into that more, and I hope that I will be finding the time. And that is another excuse, just make the time, Maloney. Just make the gosh darn time. It's all just an excuse. So, it's a short video, psychological walk in my head. I know some of you like what I'm doing, and it means the world to me. Sharing my thoughts to people that actually like him is also something that I really, really enjoy. So there will be also a format about that, where I can just be self-indulgent and just talk about whatever I want. And I will be doing that also, but not on this channel, you know, as like one of these videos. Like you won't be seeing me just like doing this a lot on here, just instead of gameplay. You know, that is not going to happen. So yeah, but I will be like, you know, I want to explore the world more as Matches Malone and not only as MTG Malone. But I know that my middle name will always be MTG. Matches MTG Malone, you know, that will always be my middle name. And I will never stop believing in the roots. I will never stop believing in where I and this community came from. I really, really love what I do. I found my love again for what I do because I stopped searching for excuses for not loving it. Streams are like super enjoyable right now. Just sitting there with the community is what I really, really love, and we'll be doing that in the future more. So, yeah, just for real this time. You know, I had moments like this last year a lot, but it never felt like I said it after I was already in it. I always was like, oh yeah, by the way, I plan on doing more, you know, I plan on blah, 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 blah. It was never while I was already in the midst of doing it. This video is like, half a year ago, I would have said, Serdi, just no video, you know? Just don't do a video. And now I prefer, like, I rather do this for you. Just talk to you for 15 minutes about what I think instead of not being here. Because I owe it to each and every single one watching until right now that I am still here. I owe it to each and every person that just goes online every day and searches for my new video. I owe it to them because they're here for me. And if you're here for me, I will be there for you. My family motto is Ci siamo. That's all I have to say. Until then, remember, my friend, if you're waking up tomorrow morning and say beautiful, that's a gosh darn beautiful face of yours in the mirror, that all of you are pretty freaking sweet. I'm MtgA Malone, and I will see you all tomorrow.